Former President Jimmy Carter will be remembered today as his funeral takes place at the Washington National Cathedral. President Biden will give the eulogy honoring the 39th president. Carter's time as president, as well as his remarkable post-presidential life, have helped define his legacy and have all been top of mind as the country continues to mourn his loss. Joining us now is chair of the Department of Political Science at Purdue University, Mike Wolfe. Mike, thanks for taking some time to talk to us.
Ray, it's great to be here.
Jimmy Carter's presidency is often remembered for its complexity. His time in office saw both major accomplishments and significant challenges. Can you help us unpack the essence of Carter's leadership and what made his presidency so unique?
Sure, and I think complexity is an amazing word for it. Here you have this small town peanut farmer who then went to the Naval Academy, became a leader in this nuclear sub program that works his way up to the presidency. So in reality, you know, his name brand was honesty. His name brand was squaring with the American public and bringing a very detailed orientation to the office. So there's a lot of what America likes in its leaders that Jimmy Carter's biography provided. And but also, as noted with the complexity, sometimes the detail orientation that he had led to some issues. And then obviously there was a moment of crisis in world and American history that he happened to be president under his leadership.
Well, his administration played a pivotal role in the Camp David Accords, which led to peace between Egypt and Israel. But of course, his term wasn't without its challenges. And as you were talking about and referring to, it saw the Iran hostage crisis and high inflation as well, among other issues. How important do you think all of this was in shaping his legacy?
Sure. I mean, if we think of stagflation, for instance, I mean, just this year, we've had more elections around the world than at any other point, and most incumbent parties, including the United States, we saw how much it cost the Democrats. Can you imagine then being in a time where there's not economic growth, there's a similarity? And then the complexion of the Middle East completely changed under his watch, both for stability with peace with Israel and Egypt, but then also what we see today, the modern dynamics of Iran's role in the Middle East, of Islamic fundamentalism. These things were kind of bubbling up and led to the complexity of a really difficult time to be president, to deal with the crisis, not to mention things like not participating in the Soviet Olympics and 3 Mile Island and some other real punctuation points that were not to the benefit of his presidency.
And arguably, President Carter had one of the most impactful post-presidential lives, his relentless dedication to service and work through Habitat for Humanity. And then the Carter Center, really unmatched when you think he nearly eradicated a global disease. Post-presidency, so remarkable. What do you think will be the lasting effect of that?
Well, that's it. I mean, it's a very particularly American story of somebody who, got knocked down from the height of power, but worked his way back to do the right thing and used the values that he brought to the presidency to try and improve the world with the Carter Center, and then also improve life in the United States with Habitat for Humanity and everything else. So I think the post-presidency is extremely important when you look at his legacy, that these people that were on top of the world, the leaders of the world, can do something in their post-presidency to still contribute to mankind.
Well, Mike Wolfe, thank you so much for taking some time to talk to us today. We greatly appreciate it.
Sure.